Okay, so I've just beaten Mega Man 4, and yeah, this guy is a doozy. I'm well, I'm pretty sure I beat it unless there's another part to it coming up. But yeah, I do have to admit that I had to look up on YouTube how to beat Dr. Wily, which I'm pretty ashamed of, but the last level is just so long. I just could not see doing that all over again. I just could not do it. I was like, I just have to figure out what to do. The first part of him is pretty easy. He has like a skull like ship that he's riding, and the first part of it is really easy to beat. There's a spot that you can stand where basically the things that shoot out in front of you are not going to hit you. And then after that, I wasn't sure. I kept trying to hit him with the P charger, the Mega Blaster or whatever it's called. I couldn't get a shot off. I tried the drill. I tried everything I had power left in, and just couldn't get a shot off. And then I saw you can do it with the Mega Charger, the Mega Blaster. So I just did it that way. But yeah, I had to play through playing all the guys in one game right before you get to Dr. Wily. I had to play through all those guys probably about 10 times. Just figured out, what worked on each guy, wrote it all down. I did all that stuff myself, and, talk about a bear, man. I mean, you just have to keep coming back at those guys and just try and get through it all in one, hopefully without losing any lives, because you're going to need them for Dr. Wily. And after you beat him the first time around, you have to use Pharaoh for the last version of Dr. Wily, which I think is unfair because you use Pharaoh when you're battling Ringman, and I mean, you can't beat Ringman in either way. I mean, he's a bitch in and of himself. So I didn't have any Pharaoh left by the time I got to the second Dr. Wily. But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I had to look up how to beat Dr. Wily Part 1 and 2. So I'm ashamed of myself for that, but everything else I did myself. I noticed this one is the first one to have a lot of like mini bosses throughout the levels. There's the big hippo. There's like that ring creature that shoots the rings out at you. There's the big whales. They have like those sort of like mini bosses. I know there was some in the second one and maybe some in the third one. I don't remember. But yeah, this one's big on those mini bosses, and this one basically takes a page out of the third one, in that the bosses are pretty tough, and they don't. There's one thing that you can use on each one, and that's it. Other than that, they're pretty much going to kill you. I mean, they're not just pushovers like in the second one. I mean, they're legitimate bosses. So great game. Definitely tougher than the second one and third one. The last level is very long. You have to do the whole thing at once, just like in the second and third one. You start it, you can continue, you can come back to each checkpoint, but you have to do the whole thing at once. So it's really long. You have to do all the bosses again. You have to do, two different versions of Dr. Wily and the Dr. C or whatever his name is. That's really easy. But yeah, great game. So on to number 5.